Tom Manny, agronomist with Specialty Hybrids, here today with another Agrono-Cast video edition. So I've been noticing this a lot. Out in fields within the past week. Is you're going to look across your field and then randomly you'll see a bunch of bleached, yellow, whitish looking corn plants, and guys are wondering what happened, what went wrong. Was there something in the tank that what shouldn't have been? Was the refuge mixed up or something like that? So I want to tell you, if you're seeing that, it's not a concern. It's actually a good thing. Let me explain why. Rotate. Got it. All right, so I'm out in the field here, and you can see there's a plant here that's a little bleached. A plant over here that's a little bit bleached. Now, I first got this message from the grower earlier this week. He was concerned about it, and it just so happened to line up right after he sprayed, so it can be a little bit of a concern. Again, we're making a lot of postal sprays right now, and so it's easy to be worried about that. So essentially what this is you see how this plant, come on camera, rotate. See how it's kind of like buggy whipped almost, how it's kind of held together. Leaves are kind of crinkly, it's a little bit yellow. These inner leaves are still pretty yellow, they haven't been fully developed yet. So what happens is, let me turn this around. So what happens is, we're at the point of the year where we've had plenty of moisture so far, and we're having really warm, hot temperatures. That's pairing up with corn right now, which is entering what they call the rapid growth phase, which is when that's when you start seeing on Facebook, guys will spray paint their corn and then they'll post it like, oh, look how fast it grew in a day. Not knocking on that, it's neat, but what happens is that's highlighting the rapid growth phase. That's showing when corn has this accelerated growth from now until tassel, just accumulating massive amounts of green material. So it's putting on leaves, it's soaking up lots of nitrogen out of the soil. It's building that plant structure so that here in July, it's going to start putting on an ear. I should say, and mid-July. So what happens is we're entering the rapid growth phase. And so sometimes when you have a lot of moisture and you're combining it with this rapid growth phase plus the heat, the corn's actually growing faster than it can develop itself. What it's trying to do is it's trying to push out leaves faster than it can develop them. And so you can see some symptoms like this, where it's a little bit yellow and it's wrinkled and it's trying to grow through it, but it just gets stuck. So sometimes the furrow, they'll get stuck. It won't be able to unfurrow like it can. So if it's not getting sunlight, the plant, the leaves are going to be palish yellow. So here's another one where it happened. You can see the same thing. The leaves are kind of wrinkled a little bit. That's another telltale that it's actually pushing the leaves out faster than it can develop them fully. And so now the next question is, hold on. So now the next question is what can we do to fix it? Or does it need to be a concern? Answer is no, doesn't need to be a concern. The crop will grow out of it on its own. It's not going to be a problem at all. The other one might be, why am I seeing it in my field here, but the neighbor doesn't have it? Well, it's a genetic component. So certain hybrids are going to grow more aggressively this time of year than others, especially combining with the late planting. A lot of the stuff at Specialty is going to be growing really fast this time of year. It's trying to catch up for the delayed planting that we saw this year. So that's why you might see it, but your neighbor doesn't. But then also, you might see it out in your field with one hybrid, and then another field next to it has a different hybrid, and that one doesn't show it. So it really varies. There's a hybrid, there's a genetic component. What I can say, I've seen it in multiple hybrids within Specialty. It's not a concern. It's going to grow out of it. If you're worried about it, take the weekend off, take the boat out, go to the cabin, whatever. When you come back next week, it's going to be green. It's going to be healthy. It's going to be fine. There's going to be no loss for yield or whatnot. So anyway, that is what I have for today. Hopefully you, let me move this camera around so you can see my pretty face. There you go. It made it worse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it beneficial, but otherwise have a great day. Thank you.